What's up, guys? So today we're looking at a GoingGear EDC Club. All right, everything was just taken out of the package here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at what's going on here. First, we have our decal. Always appreciated. Put that off to the side. Where do we start? We're just gonna start right here. EDC Eye formula. All right, spray on, rub in, and wipe off. This is great stuff. I know because I already use this stuff on knives. In fact, I've been using this for probably 2 years or so. It really does work well. This is kind of a cool little bottle. I have the much larger bottle from Aegis Solutions. It really does work to protect your knives. It's just really cool stuff. So I would highly recommend it, especially if you have some higher end pieces that you don't generally carry as much. You really want to kind of retain, you know, that value. Although this is great for your everyday carry. Of course, some people don't care if their knives get all gummed up and scummy, and they just kind of clean them the best they can, but they see them more as tools. You know, some guys will throw their dirty wrench in a toolbox, and some other guys will clean their wrench and then throw it in the toolbox. So I guess it kind of depends on what kind of person you are. But if you do like taking care of your blades and stuff, this is really good stuff. So I can contest to that personally. Next, we have, looks like, well, first looks like a pen, but I think this is a little toolkit with some bits on it, like a screwdriver kit, because I have something very similar to this with a black case, and yes, it is. All right, so we have two different flatheads, all right, and it's nice because it's kind of a micro kit. We already have a small flathead, then we have like a teeny tiny micro flathead. This would be perfect for you know, your glasses and stuff, those really tiny screws. And the other side pops off, and it's the same deal, only with Phillips. All right, so small Phillips and a teeny tiny Phillips. I'm not sure if they have the actual sizes written on here or not. And doesn't, oh no, they do. All right, so the larger one's Phillips 0, and the other one is a Phillips 00. Let's take a look and see what those flatheads were. We have a slot, or SL for slotted, I assume, 3.0, and then a 1.5. All right, so for the guys who really know their tools, there's the details on those. These are super handy. Like I said, I have a black one. I know my wife carries it. She has a little kind of organizer with a bunch of different tools and stuff. And it does come in handy. So now I got a gray one. So that's cool. Put that off to the side. Then we have, we got a Bestech knife. Huge fan of Bestech. Some of the best stuff coming out of China. All right, but first let's look at this. Follow Move. EDC C1. So what is this? This is a flashlight. Got some spare O-rings, charging cable, and then the light itself. Oh, that's kind of interesting. This has a little clicky switch. There's a teeny tiny light. Oh yeah, a little plastic thing in there. It prevents the circuit from being able to touch and shipping. Oh, interesting. That's cool if I hold it down. No, it just shuts off. Oh, okay. I almost blinded myself. All right, I have to familiarize myself with this UI. That gets pretty bright. I'm looking at the paperwork here in a second. But it looked like, all right, so long hold shuts it off, but I did a long hold on accident, and it does have a moonlight mode, which is pretty cool. But how do you, there's a single press, all right, single press turns it on, and then a double press shuts it off. All right, that's pretty cool. I like that. Let's take a look real quick here though, and see what up with that output, because it seems bright. 400 lumens. Yeah, 400 lumens. What is that logo? Looks like a little fly or something. It's kind of cool. All right, so EDC C1 from Folomov. Probably mispronouncing that. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, so where's the English? There's the English. So pause the screen right there if you want to check that out. But 400 lumens for turbo, 160 for high, 50 for medium, 10 for low, and 0.5 for moon. Ooh, there's also a strobe and a beacon and an SOS. How do we get to those modes? Let's see. A strobe, a beacon, and SOS. Tactical mode, countdown timer. Countdown timer, that's interesting. Lockout function, lock out the tail. All right, so when the light is off, quickly press the tail light for 3 3 clicks, so 3 times. It'll lock it and it'll flash. It cannot be turned on. Unlock. So alright, so 3 quick presses. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's flashing. So now it's locked out, which I do really appreciate a lockout function for long-term storage. Oop, I accidentally hit it 3 times. Turn back on. Did I do that? Let's see. Let's turn it off. 1, 2, 3. I was just kind of clicking it just to see, if it come on, but I clicked it 3 times. All right, so 1 doesn't work. Long hold doesn't work. 1, 2 doesn't work. 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go. All right, that's cool. So now I want to see what's the count timer or countdown timer. When the light is on, quickly press the tail switch for 3 times to set 1 minute countdown. 1 minute countdown. LED will flash once to indicate countdown is activated. 1 minute later, the light will turn off automatically. Then if you press the tail switch another 1 time, the LED will flash twice. Countdown will be increased to 2 minutes. In this way, you can set 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 9, 10 minutes. Any operation about tail switch will make the countdown canceled. That is really weird. All right, I mean, especially for a small light, I don't know what scenario you'd want a timer on it. It's pretty cool technology, I have to admit. But I don't know what scenario you'd want that to happen. Let's go ahead and test this while I'm doing this video. So let me read that again because I didn't retain any of that. So when it's on, you click 3 times and then another 1 time for each additional minute. So if you wanted 5 minutes, I guess you do 3 times and then you do 4 extra clicks. So first I turn the light on. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, it did like a step up. So this is apparently going to stay on for 1 minute. Let's go ahead and leave that in the background. That's pretty cool technology, I have to admit. You guys, of course, can look at the timer on the video to see if this actually lasts a minute or not. But yeah, that's cool. It kind of stepped it up a little bit because, I mean, I love flashlights and I have so many different flashlights and stuff, but I can't really just right now while filming this video, I can't think of when I'd want my tiny little flashlight to be on a timer. I don't know, like a night light, I suppose. I don't really know. But anyway, we're gonna leave that there and see if that shuts off. All right, so moving on, we have a Bestech, simply the best. Well, that's a simple slogan, right? All right, Eye of RA, R-A. All right, D2, stonewash, and satin. All right, BG23B. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah. Oh, and how about that? It shut off. That's pretty darn cool. Now if I just turn on normal. Yeah, it looks like it. That's cool. I like that. That's definitely different. All right, so Eye of RA. Now I've noticed this pattern before, which is very cool. I never had this particular model, but I do like it. I like the eye kind of cut out here. You can see there's brass liners and G10 scales, which look, I mean, what color did it say? It says, it doesn't say, it says D2. I want to say it's kind of a grayish green. I guess you can call that gray, I guess you can call that green. It's somewhere between the two. But I do like the brass liners. They do poke a little. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of liners that are wider or stick out past the scales, but this is very minute. Let's see what it feels like. It is a flipper. Oh, that is smooth. All right, it's not bad. It doesn't feel like some of those other ones where it's really sticking out, where I'm only feeling the liner. I'm actually feeling those scales when I put my thumb down. So that's okay. It's very ergonomic. It is really slick looking. I love that blade. All right, liner lock, very smooth flipper. I love Bestech. I have to say, of all the Chinese brands, Bestech is like on top for me. There's a couple that are really, really good, but I've never been disappointed with a Bestech knife. And this seems to be one of their more affordable ones using some D2. They use a lot of S35VN, at least the ones that I've had before. Simple pocket clip, deep conceal. I do like that it's angled to match the back of the butt of the handle there. That's kind of cool. All right, black G10 spacer looks like. All right, the brass liners are just kind of cool. Obviously, it's skeletonized since it goes all the way through the handle there. But yeah, pretty cool. The eyeball, I don't know, it reminds me of Congo. I'm a huge fan of the movie Congo. Amy. My name's Amy. Anyone seen that movie? Bad Gorilla. Or Bad Monkey. Man, no, maybe Gorilla. Anyway, fantastic. Blast in the past, 90s movie. It's kind of lame, to be honest. But it's got some really good people. It's got Tim Curry in it, which I'm a huge fan of Tim Curry. He's awesome, and he's a slime ball in that movie. Not to give anything away. But anyway, there's the, what is it, the Eye of Zin or something like that. Their city of whatever. It's like a city of gold, and they go there, and there's the diamonds and stuff. Pretty cool movie, though, I have to say. There's a couple classic movies. This has nothing to do with this whatsoever, just kind of thinking out loud. But there's some classic movies that I grew up with that I absolutely love. And I rewatch them as an adult, and I think, like, wow, this movie's not that great, but it has such a special meaning to me. And I quote this all the time to Christina, and I made Christina watch this movie, and she didn't like it that much. But I always say, I said, Mr. Hamota, stop eating my sesame cake. So maybe you guys can appreciate that. But anyway, moving on, because I know most of you guys watching are probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Never saw the movie Congo. You're missing out. Congo is a great film. Not really, but I love it. So there you go. Bestech Eye of RA. Eye of RA. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is a fantastic EDC Club. I love this knife. I'm really digging this flashlight of obviously the EDC eye formula. That's good stuff. I already have that. It's not as special because I have already used it, but it's always great to have more. I do like the little travel bottle. I do have, like I said, the larger one with the sprayer. And of course the tool here is super handy, even though I already have one. So this is like one of the best EDC clubs that I've gotten. There's been some really cool ones, but this one is pretty well rounded, I have to say. Big thumbs up to this one. So anyway, let me know down in the comment section, have you used that flashlight? Have you ever seen a timer in a flashlight? And more importantly, can you come up with a scenario where that timer would be something you really wanted or needed? I can't think of it. I mean, when you're holding the flashlight, you're using it the entire time, and when you're done, you shut it off. At what point do you want like a timer? It would be like if it's hands-free, right? Like if you have to rest this on something and illuminate something else hands-free, you don't want to touch it, but then you don't have an opportunity to shut it off when you're done. Like I said, like a sleep timer, I guess. I don't know. I'm confused. I think it's really cool technology. I think it's probably one of the least usable features I've ever seen in a flashlight, but I still think it's cool. Even if I never use it, I can appreciate that they're doing something different. So that is neat. I really do like that. And I love this knife. This is very, very cool. I might actually EDC this and carry it. It's just, I dig it. All right, let's see what these prices are real quick, because I am quite curious. So Bestech Knives Eye of RA is showing $52, and that's probably retail, so you could probably find them for just a smidge less. That might be recommended by myself for someone who wants something a little bit different. That is very, very cool for even the full $52. This flipper from Bestech Knives has G10 handles, gold stainless steel liners. Oh, fool me, Bestech. I thought that was brass. I just assumed it was brass, but it's not. It's stainless steel that is probably coated in a thin layer of titanium and then anodized gold. Ooh, tricky. All right, well, I'm glad I read that. It's good to be correct. So it's not brass. It is just a gold colored stainless. And a D2 blade. The ergonomic handles on this blade makes it feel like it was designed to live in your hand. I do agree. It's very comfy. We think you will enjoy this one. And I did. All right, Falamov. I don't know how to pronounce that. EDC C1. $29.95. Reasonable for what it is. The EDC Whoa. Let me slow down. The EDC C1 is a tiny, lightweight, everyday carry light from Falamov. It can reach a maximum of 400 lumens for over 30 minutes. All right, so there's your run time, which I missed. I was showing you the outputs, but I didn't look at the run times. Not bad, half an hour for a tiny little light. It includes a micro USB rechargeable 10440 battery and an aluminum storage case. One of our favorite features is its high Cree Nichia E21A LED, allowing you to see a wide range of colors at night. I can see a large range of colors at night. I don't know if I don't know. I don't get that. I mean, the LED coloration is pretty much a cool white. I don't know where they were going with that part, but I guess I'll have to use it at night and see if it I don't know, shines on things different. Anyway, all right, so then 1x4 Technician's Pocket Screwdriver, $5. Simple yet effective, these screwdrivers are handy to keep around. Each has 2 tool bits that are made from heat-treated S2 tool steel, housed in a composite plastic handle and pocket clip. Yes, that could be super handy. All right, Aegis Solutions EDCI formula, 1 ounce bottle, $5. The EDCI formula is everyday corrosion inhibitor designed to protect your everyday carry from the elements. EDCI formula is environmentally friendly and is even food safe. To use, simply spray on and wipe off. So yeah, I mean, it is really good stuff. I do use this all the time. Recently, I have to say, I switched over to, there's a ceramic coating from Flitz. And I'm very curious on how that works. I've only just started to use that. That I don't believe is food safe or environmentally friendly. But I was curious about the whole ceramic thing. I know it's like such a big deal. Everyone ceramic coats their cars now. And it's like, that's the whole thing, right? So I was very curious about that. So I'm currently using that. I don't have any feedback as of yet, but normally I do actually use this solution. So anyway, that is it. That is this month's EDC Club from GoingGear. 2 thumbs ups because I love this stuff. Everything in here is super handy and super fun. So I'm gonna play around with this light a little bit more as soon as I shut the camera off. But yeah, this is a fantastic month. Very, very cool. So let me know down in the comment section if you guys have this Bestech. I think it is really neat. It's the first time actually handling this, but I definitely recognize that cutout, that eye. So I have seen it before. I don't know where, probably Instagram or something. It's where I mostly see a lot of knife stuff. Just, you know, scrolling through Instagram. I follow so many different knife people. People ask me all the time too, like, you know, as far as YouTube knife channels, I know of them. I can't not know of them. You know, I've stumbled across them here and there. I generally try not to watch their videos. Like when I'm on YouTube, I'm watching non-knife content. I'm watching a lot of like random stuff, a lot of car channels, you know, which I like. That's a lot of my entertainment. There's a couple just random channels you guys would never even believe. Like I watch, you know, underground deathmatch wrestling. You know, I love that stuff. Like TJ and Friends, his videos, which I watched for many years. I followed him since the beginning when he was filming his family and stuff. But he does all that like underground wrestling, and it's super entertaining to me. I don't know why. And I never really, like when I was a young kid, I've been into wrestling, you know, WWE, WWF, but I kind of grew out of that in my teenage years and haven't watched it in years. But then when he started posting that stuff, I mean, I was hooked. I love that stuff. And that's completely random. But the point of me bringing this up is that when I'm on Instagram, that's when I'm exposed to a lot of the knife stuff as opposed to like YouTube. You know, YouTube's a lot of other things for me. But yeah, inherently, I still know all the knife channels. There's just such amazing people doing a really awesome job on, you know, talking knives, testing them out, telling everyone, you know, about them. I think it's really cool. And the more the merrier. You know, it's good to spread the hobby because the more people who are into it, the more knives are made, the more companies that pop up, the more competition. The more competition means the prices come down because they have to be competitive. And options are good. You know what I'm saying? We want to pick from a lot of different knives. Knives are one of man's oldest tools. And there are literally millions and millions of different knives out there to choose from. So it's a pretty darn cool hobby to pick, if you ask me. So anyway, that is it for now. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. And I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.